Hello friend, welcome to your reading. No feeling is final. No feeling is final. No feeling is final. No feeling is final. I thought those words were perfect for this current energy. They are by a German poet whose last name is Rilke, from the Book of Hours, about a book of religious poetry. It's beautiful if you have a chance to check it out. Let's get into this current energy. I'm going to be using the Neon Awakening Volume 2 deck just to see what is going on with you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been here for a little bit. I have been sick. Thank you for being patient while I took a little bit of time. I feel very strongly that I'm not supposed to upload when I'm not healthy and I'm not in a high vibrational positive energy, so I just needed to take a little bit of time. So thank you so much for bearing with me during my little absence there. What does the collective need to know about this current energy? Yeah, that's what I thought. The Tower came out and it was paired with the Thich Nhat Hanh quote. Many people think excitement is happiness. When you are excited, you are not peaceful. True happiness is based on peace. I posted on the community tab. I love posting over there. If you guys have not been over there yet, check it out. I kind of post memes and all kinds of stuff. And when we hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to post about the 500 subscriber giveaway over there. We're getting close, so I think it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So please stay tuned, and I'd love to answer your comments and find out what's going on. But on that post over there, I found out a lot of you guys, since the switch from Pisces season into Aries season, you haven't been sleeping. And I feel like that kind of sleepless night tower energy, the deconstruction of all the sort of inner work and deep soul searching that was happening during Pisces season, it's like it's coming to the surface now. I think that it's really important right now that we all prioritize our physical health and body. Granted, I'm a Virgo saying that, so Virgos are all about health and wellness in the body, but I do think that it's really important right now with all the sleep troubles that the collective has been having and all of the emotional purging that has come to the surface since that introspection of Pisces season in the astrological new year, which is Aries season, which just started on the 19th. There's a lot of kind of that explosive high energy, what feels like destruction or deconstruction, but it's actually progressive destruction, if that makes any sense. So I think we as a collective just need to take a deep breath, hold each other's hands, and sort of like keep marching forward through this. This coming Monday is a lunar eclipse, which is another sort of chaotic energy, explosive energy, sleepless energy. So do be aware of that. If you can, be gentle with yourself, eat extra veggies during this time, drink extra water, stay hydrated, and try to get some 8 hours of sleep if you can. Yeah, discernment. Because as Aries season is starting, there's something really important right now about us keeping our vibration high, regardless of getting triggered or seeing other people like take shortcuts that are going to sort of like bite them later. I feel like right now, I talked a few weeks ago about this year being the year of 8, which is a karmic year. It's a karmic number. So it's like the theme of the year is going to be people who did the right thing getting rewarded, and people who did the wrong thing kind of getting their karma for that. So this discernment in keeping your vibration high physically, by resting, by eating well, by taking care of yourself, by doing what you need to do to make yourself happy, Hello, Sunshine. She's coming to visit as I film. I feel strongly that it's coming in this way because you're this time is going to be a testing time. I'll give this as an example. I was walking on the street the other day, and I see a $50 bill on the ground. Actually, it's right here. I'll just grab it. I see a $50 bill on the ground, and I bend down and I look around and I'm like, really? And then I unfold it, and it says, teaching children money. It's play money. And in the moment, I sort of laughed, and I was like, I kept it because it's like a lesson. It's like, you need to be prepared for the real thing. You need to be prepped and ready for the real thing. So I'm going to like test you and see what you do. Now that I did see this as a gift from Spirit, so I kept it. And if I found the real thing, unless like there was somebody in the area, or if it was a situation where it clearly belonged to somebody else, I do believe that Spirit does leave gifts like that for us. But I think Spirit knows that I have a couple of bad money habits of, impulse buying, or, stuff that I need to iron out before they're going to throw me a real $50 bill on the sidewalk. So all that is to say, if you're feeling this sense of like destruction, this tower, this kind of like chaotic energy, which I feel really strongly has been in the atmosphere lately, I'm not the only one who's been feeling it. I've been hearing from you guys. I've been hearing from my friends and my family. Like, the goal is to try to weather the storm and keep the ship kind of going straight and even keeled through the chaotic energy, because the chaotic energy, it's not yours. It's the planets, it's the universe, it's things being righted that need to be balanced out. So I hope that resonates with you. Please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about all that. One more card, please. What does the collective need to know about this current chaotic energy? What's on the other side of it? Show me. Ooh, 2 cards. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. You might be going through this really chaotic time where you're not sleeping or you're not feeling good. And all you can do is the next right step on God's path for you. The other card that fell out is the Flower of Life. It's because, which is, it's the cycle of creation and is said to symbolize the fundamental forms of space and time. This is a critical time. This is a time where things are being balanced out that have been stagnant and have been out of balance for a significant period of time. I feel strongly that if you're praying, if you're manifesting, I would generalize those prayers and make it clear that you want God's will and God's path for you versus the thing that you are saying that you want. If you want your person to come back to you, pray that, pray for, God's partner for you to come in. I want my ideal divine partner to come in, and make sure that you are even keeled and stable and ready for that person. Clean your own house before inviting people in, if that makes sense. Show me, I'm going to switch to the Neon Awakening Volume 1. Yeah, I'll do it this way. If you're watching for a particular person on your mind, what is their current energy right now? What is their current energy right now in general? I feel like a lot of you are watching for a particular person, whether it's a divine connection, whether it's a soulmate connection, you just have someone on your mind. The Nine of Cups. So they're having something positive happen or come in, or what I just heard is they're making it happen for themselves. What are they making happen for themselves? What are they making happen for themselves? I feel like they're getting some relief in some sense. And the relief that they're getting is because of an action that they took. What are they making happen for themselves? Please show me that one. Two of Swords. They've been stuck for a long time. And in the traditional tarot, the Two of Swords is a woman who's blindfolded and holding the swords. And it's like her feet are free, so she could actually like move or go anywhere anytime she wanted, but she kind of stays stuck there. I feel like this person is moving from this stagnant, stuck, indecisive energy into some action. What action are they taking to get out of this stuck energy? Can you please show me? For the collective's person that they have on their mind. I am going to ask for messages from your person in a little bit. What action are they taking? What action are they taking? They are walking away from something, but I feel like, I just heard they got the green light. That Nine of Cups was some green light. They've been stuck in this and this watching energy with the Page of Swords for a period of time. They've been watching you. They've been kind of like very curious about you. They've been infatuated with you. They've had this sort of like curious checking up energy, but they are being motivated by their emotions and whatever this green light is to walk away from what's been holding them back and move toward you. Because I do feel like with that Nine of Cups, I mean, yeah, like I said, they're being motivated to move with the Eight of Wands toward you. I never read tarot from the bottom up, but this is just sort of how it's happening. Like they've been stuck for a period of time, anxious, like uncertain if they're going to be rejected or not. They don't really know what you're going to say to them, especially if you're in no contact. But even if you are in contact, it's like I feel like this person is holding back emotionally, substantially, and they don't know how you're going to react or respond to them. They feel like by like being honest, being open, it's like they're risking it all, and they haven't known how to do it. They haven't known how to come forward, how to communicate. I don't know if it's as straightforward as like, do I text or do I call? Or if it's as complicated as like mapping out what they want to say or how they want to say it or some gesture or something. But it's like the confusion isn't like whether or not they want you, because they do. It's like how. It's like they know that you're the destination. They just don't know the path to get there. I was telling my best friend the other day, I was like, I think I would be lost or dead without GPS these days. It's like I can go somewhere 10 times and I still have to plug it into Google just in case. It's like, leave it below if you need Google Maps. Like this video if you need Google Maps or Waze or whatever. Because I swear, it's like I need to know if there's traffic. I need to know like if there's a problem with transit. Like I need to know. I forget the exit that I need to get off the highway on. I'm a mess when it comes to that. Please give me one more message for the collective about their love situation, and then we're gonna kind of go back. We're gonna do messages from your person, and then we're gonna close out with self-care, I think, because I think with the current energy right now, your focus really, really needs to be on yourself with whatever is going on with your love journey, with whatever is going on in your career journey. Right now, I feel like things are energetically so rocky and just so turbulent. I'm thinking literally like turbulence on an airplane. It's like, I feel like we're getting like rocked and jilted and all that stuff. So I think that the emphasis right now really does need to be on taking care of yourself, setting boundaries too. If you don't have the emotional capacity to it's funny, I'm not the only one. I've been noticing that a lot of people have been kind of like popping up and like emotionally dumping on people. First of all, if you do that, read the room first. Before you start emotionally dumping on someone, maybe check in and ask how they're doing. See if they have the space or capacity for your stuff that's going on. And I would argue if you're reaching out with the intention of like venting, I guess, I would just check in with the other person first. A lot of times if you're not in a good place, one of the groups that I attend talks about HALT. Check in to see if you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. And check in with that yourself. See if you can tend to those needs yourself. If you're lonely, reach out to someone. But I would suggest the crux of all spirituality, and if you're here, I think obviously like you're into spirituality in some capacity, is being of service. So before you kind of launch into whatever is bothering you, say like, hey, like, how's it going? Like, how's it going with whatever? How's it going with, Steve? How's Steve do? Like, check in with your people before you launch into whatever you're going to talk about. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, when I am talking to somebody and asking them about their stuff, my stuff kind of melts away. And it's like, oh, I was in a really bad mood, but now I'm not. Sometimes I'm even more riled up on behalf of my friend, whoever I'm talking to. But oftentimes it's like my stuff seems a lot less important after I check in with whoever and I hear about their day and their stuff and help them. I think being of service is also a really important thing to do right now. And I think it also always moves you closer to God, for sure, every time. Being of service to your friends, your family, and just kind of like, yes, you're the main character of your own life, and your personal spotlight should be on you and taking care of yourself, but at the same time, it's like being of service to others, not at the detriment of yourself, but when you have the space, it is really important. And I do think that's in God's will for everybody. Gosh, I'm hoping this makes sense. Like this video if it makes sense to you. Please give the collective one more message about love, about their person, about advice for their situation or the energy of their situation. This one is for you. It's the Divine Connection card. Some of you may be in twin flame situations. Some of you may be in a soulmate situation. But either way, when you pursue your own enlightenment and you look in the mirror at yourself and you truly work on your stuff and yourself, it brings you closer to your person. And like I said, it brings you closer to God. Whitney at Spiritual Infusion 1111, who made these beautiful cards, she did a live a week or so ago. And in that live, people were asking, you know, how can you tell a false twin flame from a real twin flame? How can you tell if your person is a karmic or a soulmate or a twin flame? Soulmate connections tend to be a little bit more gentle. They're part of your spiritual family, and they help you along your path. And like my cat is my soulmate. As she's chewing her own foot right now, she is my soulmate. I have friends who are my soulmates. Karmic connections tend to be a little bit rockier and more emotionally volatile, and they do come into our life as a part of God's plan and God's purpose in order to teach us and push us to grow. But once we learn the lesson, that person is supposed to leave our life. If you're in a divine connection or twin flame relationship, it is often very emotionally tumultuous, or it can be intensely emotionally triggering. Even if you and your person don't fight, they will make you feel wounded and insecure and kind of trigger you in a way where you feel like you need to heal, and some of your stuff comes to the surface, and it was brought to your attention, stuff that you maybe didn't even realize you had. And the whole point of this tangent is a divine connection brings you closer to God. A karmic connection can deter you and take you away from that sort of spiritual path. And while it can illuminate and teach you lessons, it becomes very clear that in order to be on God's path for you, you need to walk away from that connection. So yeah, I hope that helps. It looks like you all are dealing with somebody sent from God. So keep the faith. Keep looking in your mirror and doing your healing and doing your work. If you need to speak to somebody for mental health help, I highly recommend it. I love my therapist. She's amazing. Another, resource that kind of can accelerate your healing. They have 12-step groups for literally everything. I mean, chronic pain, for people who are under earners. So if you are somebody who doesn't make enough money to live on, there's a 12-step group for that, and it's all free. Debtors Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous. There is literally a 12-step group for literally anything. And what the 12 steps do is they essentially, as well as Alcoholics Anonymous and all of that as well, the 12 steps force a spiritual awakening. It's literally a step-by-step getting in touch with yourself, with God, with your higher power, and it creates a spiritual awakening step by step. So I can't recommend a 12-step group enough if that is in alignment with you, and it's completely free. You don't have to pay a darn thing. So if you don't have the money for therapy, think on it, because you can heal some really deep stuff in those groups, and it's a sense of community as well. So yeah, I think you guys are dealing with somebody really special. That was the point of that. Let's get some messages from your person, and then I'm going to get into some self-care messages. I got this really cool self-care deck, and I'm really excited to show you guys today. I hope some really neat things come out. Can we get, let's see, can we get 4 messages from the collective's person for them today? Can we get 4 messages for the collective from their person with how they're feeling about the connection today? Can you hear me sending you telepathic messages? I feel you listen to my innermost thoughts. If while you are up, I know a lot of you aren't sleeping because you told me on that post. If you aren't sleeping, listen to the thoughts that are popping up in your head Some of them may be telepathic messages from your person, because they are thinking about you. And even if they don't necessarily know or resonate with the term telepathy, they are trying to communicate with you in the 5D somehow. You're on their mind, you're on their heart, and they are sort of reaching out to you energetically. You may even feel them pulling on you energetically. Our love story will inspire others and will help change the world. I feel like your person, your person hasn't experienced a love like they have for you before. It's like they experienced love to a degree, and the love that they have felt or feel for you confuses them because it's not what they're used to. But, you know, if you're used to a 7-Eleven hot dog and somebody brings you like a filet mignon on a white linen tablecloth, you're like, what do you mean I have to use a knife and fork? What is this? It's like they're confused. You know, that sounds dramatic, but it's like a deeper connection than they've ever felt, and they feel like it's inspirational to them, and they feel like it's going to inspire others. During this time apart, I have done a lot of self-reflecting and recognize how deep our connection is. Like I said, it's different than anything that they've ever felt before. And I do feel like, it's funny, 2 out of 4 of these are the like thoughts and communication messages. So I do feel like a significant amount of you are not talking to your person right now, or you may be in a like literal no contact situation, or you're just not speaking right now, or you're not speaking openly, or it's awkward. Your person has a lot that they want to tell you that they don't feel like they're able to communicate at this time. But I do feel like with this Tower energy, with this change energy, with this sort of destruction to rebuild energy, it's coming. Oh my gosh. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, grow old with you, have a family with you, and live our last days out together as one. Your person loves you a lot. They have really, really deep feelings for you, and it's like the idea of like your future together. It's like what keeps them going when times are really tough. And I feel like for them, times have been really tough recently. I feel like they have been going through a significant Tower moment, and that might be why you're feeling that sort of chaotic, destructive energy. It's possibly their energy pulling on yours. So just be aware of that. And like I said at the beginning, as much as possible, keep an even keel and take care of yourself. Get extra rest during this time, especially so the lunar eclipse happens at a full moon. I feel like collectively, we as a human race need extra rest around the full moon. It's harder to sleep, but we need the extra rest. So do try to do that. Stay hydrated. Just like the eclipse, Mercury retrograde is starting soon as well, and the eclipse is going to amplify that chaotic energy. So just be aware, think before you pick fights with people. Okay, let me just get a couple of messages about self-care during this time. I think my next reading is going to be a little bit more focused on career or money, and feel free to leave in the comments what you'd like to see a little bit more of on this channel. I'm still building, and thank you to everybody who's new, who's subscribed. I really appreciate you guys. I'm so excited to do that giveaway. We're going to be doing giving away like a Neon Awakening set and money oil and all kinds of stuff. To-do list: get more done. Identify and eliminate distractions that aren't adding value to your day. Get more done, but also schedule your naps. Get more done, but also schedule your naps. Give yourself a set amount of time to decompress. Spend more time alone, but also like the moon is in Virgo right now, so for the next like day or two, like, yeah, get more done around the house. Push through, like crank out the discipline energy if you can, but also be kind to your body and be kind to your be kind to your tummy during this time. Like, eat more veggies, drink more water, start saving. Having some savings behind you will make you feel more at ease. I feel like that's confirmation that the next reading might have to be a little bit more about the money side of things. It's funny that I got that fake $50 bill I found on the sidewalk out for you guys, and then that's what came out. All right, Spirit, don't sass me. Let's have another couple pieces of advice for the collective in terms of their self-care, please, because we need some self-care during this time. I know for me, okay, wow, gave me a lot. I know for me, one of the things I'm committing to getting done during this new period is I'm going to get back into practicing my singing 5 to 10 minutes every single day. And that's a new routine that I'm starting for myself during this time in Aries season. Crown chakra. You may need to get in touch. It says your crown chakra is out of balance, but what I would do is, honestly, I would just get in touch. I would wear a little bit more purple. Amethyst is also really good for balancing your crown chakra, and I would just listen to crown chakra frequencies. They're all over YouTube, and just get a little bit more in touch with your intuition and your connection with the divine. Pray, meditate. All of that comes through the crown. It's that's your enlightenment. Ooh, this is funny. F being nice. That's what I mean. That's what I meant earlier about setting those boundaries. If somebody comes to emotionally dump on you and you aren't ready for all that energy, say, I'm so sorry, I don't have space for this right now. Let's catch up later. I feel like people were like blowing up my inbox with just random stuff, and that was kind of part of why I've been so drained in the last few weeks. It's like people were just coming at me with a lot. So don't be afraid to set those boundaries. F being nice. You don't have to be nice. You can be kind without being nice. You can kindly say no thank you. And get creative. Inspire and nurture the creativity in yourself to expand your thinking. While I'm singing for 5 to 10 minutes every day, maybe you want to be painting. Maybe you want to be writing music. Maybe you want to be writing poetry. Maybe you want to be reading something that inspires you, or making new recipes, or doing something that jogs you creatively and just makes you, those kinds of juices going, because that is also a connection to the divine. And it often can get us in touch with our divine path, is like that creativity. And I'm not saying like to make money. I'm saying like to do for you. And I think it can be really beautiful when you have that output. A friend of mine is like really on the crochet train. She's like banging out blankets and scarves right and left. For me, it's music making and recording these videos and other sort of creative pursuits. Another friend of mine, has been writing like the most gorgeous poetry lately. I think it's time to just allow yourself to channel out with that creative energy, whatever needs to come out. And that way, you're not the friend who's coming over to like dump and vent on somebody who doesn't have the emotional space for it, and you can listen and be of service and be a good friend. Well, this bottom one is for me. Shop smart, spend money on experiences and not things. No impulse spending for me. I feel like everybody has those. They're like, you're like, I'm just too tired. I just need to order takeout just one more night. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Point being, I feel like we're going to get through this together. This energy that's been going on, this sleepless energy, this chaotic energy of things are happening. I don't know what they are. I feel it in the ethers. It's keeping me up at night. Just like take care of yourself, meditate, try to get in touch with your connection to the divine. Prayer is extremely powerful when you're feeling this sort of like sense of like having to keep the ship straight through the storm. But remember, it's like at the end of the day, you know, one of my favorite quotes is, "Thy will, not mine, be done." At the end of any prayer, it's God's will above mine. Because like I said in a few readings ago, imagine you're sitting there praying super hard for like a Honda Civic, and God's like, you know, I have a Lamborghini lined up for you, man. You're just praying for this Honda Civic. Like, why? I feel like it's important to just affirm that it's God's will above our own every single time, because usually God has something lined up for us that's like beyond our wildest dreams, for sure. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. And I will see you next time. Bye.